Good morning. This is a ambulance of the Palm Beach Fire and Rescue behind me. And the medical symbol, of course, is the caduceus, which is the snake wrapped around a pole or a staff. What is the source of the medical symbol that all medical ambulances and organizations use, known as the caduceus? And the answer is this week's Torah portion. This week's Torah portion, we find the story of fiery serpents that attack the Jewish people in the wilderness. And the Jewish people cry out to Moses. And Moses tells the Jewish people, on the instruction of God, to build a staff with a snake, a copper snake, twined around it. And they shall look up to the copper snake and they will be cured. And at first glance, this seems contrary to the commandment that says, you should not make any graven images. Why would God tell them to be cured from the fiery serpent snakes to build this staff with a snake around it? One of the interpretations is that in life we often feel that we were bitten by a snake. The snake represents the venomous poison attack of whether life's challenges, circumstances, or a person who bit us. And the question is, how do we undo the poisonous, venomous bite? And the answer is, don't look down at the snake. Look at the snake on high. Look at the source and say, why did this come into my life? What message is God giving me? What am I meant to learn from this experience? Very much like Jacob, who when he was wrestling with an angel, he said to the angel, before I let you go, you must give me a blessing. If I went through this wrestling match, I went through this struggle, there has to be a blessing in it for me. What can I learn from this experience? What can I gain? What can I achieve under these challenging circumstances? How can I look not at the snake below, but at the snake above, and understand its source from God and how it was meant to be a source of healing and growth rather than, God forbid, a painful downfall challenge in my life? God meant it for the good. How can I extract the good even from the bad? You know, Governor DeSantis passed a law just this week that in all public schools in the state of Florida, there needs to be a moment of silence. And this is very refreshing because every child needs to begin their day by thinking about their higher purpose, their higher calling, the higher plan of their lives. Every day possesses and contains challenges in it. We can look down at the poisonous snakes around us and the challenges, or we can look up to the source of everything, which is Almighty God, and recognize the opportunity within the challenge. When I was in New York last week, I met a Harad Rabbi who told me a lovely story. He said that he moved out to his community just a few years ago, and he just purchased a piece of land for close to $1 million. But the one who gave him the money to buy the land was a non-Jew. And I said, why would a non-Jew give you money to build a synagogue and a Jewish center? And he said that when he was a child, this non-Jew, his mother passed away when he was a young boy, and they had a Jewish neighbor who was very kind to him and his father. Now this man is 80 years old, and he said, I still remember the kindness of my Jewish neighbors, and therefore I want to support the Jewish people. Sometimes from the greatest challenges in life come the greatest blessings. Look up, don't look down. Find the blessing, not the curse. Have a wonderful day.